Gonna be using some straps. It's a back day. Super empty gym. Body dysmorphia is kicked in. Caffeine is kicked in. We did our warm up. We did our stretches, mobility work. We did our pump work. Now this is gonna be our first working set. No ego, this is at 100 pounds. We warmed up with 70 pounds. Just did 2 sets, so. This is a new workout split for me. Or I guess a new split for upper body. We're starting off with back. That was good, 14 reps. That means we can go up in weight. Pretty sure I had another 3 or 4 good reps left in the tank. So I kind of gauged that off my first set. So we'll put that 100 at 14, probably bump up to 130 pounds next, try to get 12. If I can do 3 or 4 more good reps, then we'll continue to go up in weight. But still having issues with my lower back, but I keep rolling it, keep working my mobility. And it seems to be when I hinge, that's kind of where the issue stems. So what I'm doing to relieve this pain at home or whatever, I'm on a foam roller, I'm rolling it out, and I'm doing stretches, I'm doing mobility work. You know, a back injury isn't like a quick fix. It's gonna take time to do it, and I'm lifting heavy weights. So, you know, I just gotta keep rolling it out, keep working mobility. So if you're struggling with lower back pain, roll it out, do your mobility stretches, walk, you know, diet correctly. You gotta work your core. There's so much to it. You know, we're supposed to move. We're supposed to do a lot with our bodies, and we need to take care of it. But I'm yapping, I need to jump into it. I'm trying to do as minimal rests as possible. So we're doing 130 for 12, we're jumping right into it. I'm using straps so I don't burn out my forearms and I can utilize my back. A lot of people think using straps is cheating, but they're not as big as me, so I mean, I can't relate. I don't know what they're talking about. Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's like the perfect rep range right there. That's literally perfect. That's 12 clean reps. I'm feeling it in my like rear delts and my shoulders because I'm like when I'm here I'm trying to squeeze everything back there. I'm squeezing for dear life. So I'm pulling, squeezing, and trying to get some good stretch in here in my eccentric. Trying to get like a 3 to 4 count. Obviously, in a perfect world, it's probably more close to like a 2-second count, but nonetheless, no ego. We're working on form, keeping the intensity high. We're working with heavy weight. 130 pounds for me here, immaculate, immaculate. All right, so we just knocked out 150 for 10. It felt pretty good. So we're gonna jump to 165. 165 for 10, and then we're having a drop set. I believe, let me double check the drop set. It's gonna be 30% of 160. So I think that's gonna be somewhere around like 115. So I'll probably do 80s, 50. So I'm gonna do like 105 after this, I think. No, we'll do 105 because we're gonna rep that out. We're gonna go crazy. There's 165. Here we go. That was heavy. Drop to 105. Screw it. We'll do 120. We'll do 120. I'm feeling good. 15 seconds to get this in. Minimize in between. Heart is racing. Probably could have done 105, but we got 120 for at least 8 or 9 good reps, and then just knock those partials out. My heart rate is crazy, but the pump feels good. All right, we're going 155 for 8 reps. Good clean reps. Maybe have one more in the tank. We're gonna do that for 3 sets. That's perfect. That's perfect weight. Heavy, got good reps in, heart rate's elevated. Could I have got a couple more reps in? Yes. But we're gonna take short rests and continue. Trying not to lose that elevated heart rate. We don't want to lose form. Here we go. That was quick. That's what I'm talking about. Quick, quick, quick. Yeah, that's good, that's good. Good pump, slight pressure, but no pain. The back pump is kicked in. There's a slight forearm pump too, but not anything crazy because I was using those straps on the neutral grip. So I still have all that, I don't know, strength in my forearms. That and their condition from jiu-jitsu, so train jiu-jitsu. Last set and I'm gonna lose the flannel. It's getting hot. Forearm fatigue is kicked in. Oh, felt good. Whew. That was good. No critiques. Could have dropped the 10s, but it's just good weight. Good movements. I like it. A lot of crazy stuff going on the news, nationally, locally, but you know, I don't want to get sidetracked. I've got a lot going on myself. So really, best thing for me to do is just stay prepared, you know, stay focused, be ready, you know, keep working hard. You know, can't let that stuff distract me and get in the way of what I got going on, but it can also put new perspective on things, and you know, it gives me a lot to think about, but just got to keep going. All right, I'm off camera right now. I'm gonna grab 50 to start off with. I'm gonna do some pullovers, some dumbbell pullovers. Follow that up with some incline dumbbell press. We're gonna run with the 50s to get a warm up in, kind of see where we're at. Feels good, good stretch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. Those felt great. That was a good stretch. I might hold those a second longer on the eccentrics just to get a better stretch. We're gonna probably stay there for now. See where we're at with the incline press. Let's try with some 55s. Kind of do a working set, but check our form really good here. That does not count as a rep. I don't want to go too crazy. I mean, I want to go crazy. 55s are pretty heavy. I'm trying to justify keeping the same weight here, but like I said, no ego. I'm not trying to go super crazy. I'm supposed to do like 3 to 4 second eccentrics. You know, I've been on a calorie deficit for damn near 20 months, it feels like. 20 weeks. 20 months would be crazy. I would be past my goal. Yeah, I don't know, it just seemed kind of heavy. Last couple reps felt pretty heavy. You know, energy is pretty low. I'm more like exhausted and tired than I am hungry lately. Like at work, I just feel like I want to doze off, or like I'll be dragging my feet. But felt pretty good. I'll just focus on the eccentrics. 1, 2, 3, and go up on the 4th. 1, 2, 3, and then explode. I feel like the pump's gonna be really good. So, minimal rest. Jump right into the next set. Anybody wondering, I'm eating about 2,400 calories roughly a day. Sometimes less, sometimes a little more, especially on the weekends, but yeah, it's about 2,400 every single day for the last, I don't know how many weeks. I did try 1,800 calorie deficit for a few weeks there, and that just sucked. That was the worst I've ever felt. We got 3 more sets. Everything's popping. I've been watching Hattie and all them guys work out, and it's brutal. I watched the Shizzy one the other day. Again, super brutal, but very motivating. However, you know, with my injured back, I gotta be careful, because sometimes I'm like, that's why I have to remind myself, no ego lifting, no matter how bad I want to do it. You guys go back a few months, back in like November, December, watch those videos where we're at FGF squatting insane amounts of weight. We're pushing crazy weight, benching, speed benching, just doing all kinds of awesome stuff. And now I'm in here with, you know, I'm not dissing anything. I love Planet Fitness. It's clean, there's enough space. They got brand new equipment, it's awesome, the vibes are awesome. But like in those hole-in-the-wall bodybuilding gyms, it's just a different animal. And I miss that. I'm talking. You need to get to work. Oh yeah. All right, last 2 sets we're going to 8 reps on the incline dumbbell press. So we're gonna go up some weight because I could do, you know, a couple more reps with the 55s. So we're gonna go up to the 65s and knock out 8 reps there. That's what we're gonna do. Here at Planet, the weights go up to 75, which is pretty cool because I think it went up to 65 before the remodel, and now they went up to 75, which is still pretty heavy for most people. I don't see a lot of people in here lifting the 75s, to be honest. Now that I'm in the 3rd set, these stretches feel way better. They started to advertise on their TVs that I have to have permission to have other people in my photos or videos. But, you know, if I'm recording out of the way, shouldn't be that big of a deal. But I just noticed they started advertising that on the TVs, which they used to have a big screen where they would share people's like photos from Planet Fitness on it, but I haven't seen that in a long time. But we're gonna still keep recording and showing our progress here because we've came a long way since 2019. Here's a 65 we're gonna take for 8. And there's Jake. There's Jakey Poo, aka Jake the Snake. I guess we're going up to the 75s. Now, I do bring that up about them advertising, not to, take videos or pictures without other people's permission, but I mean, I've already talked to the workers there and they're pretty cool about me filming and taking photos. Other people film, take photos, so it's not really like a big deal. Obviously don't do it in the locker room like a weirdo, but no issues whatsoever. So we're just gonna keep recording. But yeah, that last set with the 65 for 8 felt really good. So we're gonna take the 75s for a spin. Last set, best set, here we go. Butter rotisserie chicken today. It was pretty good. Ate it with a Italian sub, but I split the bread in half. So it was like not even 40 grams of carbs, but 60 plus grams of protein. And I think it was like 30 grams of fat, which yikes, look out for that. But I think that was the only fat source I had today because the rest of it was rotisserie chicken, cottage cheese, and eggs, and a little bit of shredded cheddar cheese. Dinner tonight, I think we're gonna do some crock pot chicken. But yapping, you can do my inclines. Just take these bad boys for a spin. Oh yeah. Yeah. It was a workout getting them off the rack. Got those extra reps in. Holy crap. That felt good. Could do a drop set. What should I do, chat? Maybe grab some 40s and pump that out. You're right. Usually in the plan, it says drop set, but I didn't see it say drop set. Doesn't mean we can't drop set though. I know those were ugly, but who cares? The work's getting done. You know what I mean? Yep. That feels pretty good. All in here. Kind of surprised I was able to do the 75s for 10 with a drop set and another drop set. Pump feels good, and I've been low on energy, but the pump feels amazing, so I'm not gonna complain. I'm actually pretty surprised. But let's get some water and hit the next set. Starting to get busy. I just had the craziest thought, because I'm 29, so I've been around for a little bit. But like making these gym vlogs remind me of like back when we were like young kids in the neighborhood, even like in high school, making like skating videos, which I was never good at, but back then everybody was riding BMX, everybody was skateboarding. So like no matter like who you were, you had a skateboard or you had like a BMX bike, and everybody was recording, making like their tapes and stuff. But I had a thought, because I was walking up to the camera and I was like, this is given like mid 2000s like homemade skate videos with like terrible quality and all that. If your skate video wasn't terrible quality, was it even a skate video? All right, we're gonna go with 40 pounds spider curls. I want to get at least 10 clean reps, but like after that we're going as many good reps as possible. You gotta find that tempo. "24 reps. Guess it's more of a forearm pump than anything. And I'm squeezing my biceps, but probably go up to 60s next time. We're gonna superset this with a little back exercise. Can't remember what they're called. I gotta look at the program, but you're basically making a V, and I'm pulling my back in like here, pinching my shoulder blades back, and then going for the Y. And every time it releases, so bring it back. Here. Just like that. And these are 5-pound plates, and this is a little tough. A little commotion in the back. Hopefully there's nothing crazy going on. I say that. Better not jinx it. Oh my God. For 5 pounds? Jesus. I was watching a pretty good YouTube video today about what it means to be a man. And it all came from the scripture, so it was a really good message. I'm gonna get back into church. Just good community, you know, really good support. I've always had good support from my church. But having my son is, I mean, a newborn is a lot. Work, taking care of the baby, you don't want to necessarily do anything, but now we're getting to the point where we're able to take him out and let him see the world, and we're at that point now where, he's old enough that we feel comfortable taking him out, and we just need to get back into church. I used to be heavily involved in like teaching, Sunday school class, helping with the youth program, being a youth sponsor, going on trips, conferences, men's Bible study, holding a basketball league. I've done this for years, and we transitioned from a church to another church that I actually used to go to, but then they rebranded, and it's become pretty popular here in town. And I got to the point now where I feel unfamiliar with the crowd, but I know I need to get back in there and get that community built back up. Jesus is awesome. I'm not trying to preach to anybody, but Jesus, I've seen his works, and it is just nuts. Plus the scriptures are pretty gnarly. Here we go. That's it. That's all I got. Grabbing the 60s, great idea. I think I got 12. That was good. And I bring that up because there's scripture about boys becoming men. When do boys become men in our society? And they're always wrapped up and worried about women or girls. And it's first of all, do you know if you've transitioned to a man from boyhood to manhood? And I believe there's a lot of grown boys and not grown men running around in society, and because they act immature and childish, which it's good to be a child at heart, especially if you have children, but you can notice who a man is or what a man is when you see him. You'll say, that's a man. You know, not to say you have to look rugged, but men should look strong and confident, you know, look like they know what they're doing. There's a lot to that, but what I'm trying to get at is, you know, you see these grown men chasing women, chasing tail. It's like you're doing the opposite. What you want in life, out of life, you're a good woman, you got to do the opposite of chasing women. You got to chase yourself. Chase your relationship with Jesus. Chase your chicken bag, which is your money. Get your money up, not your funny up. Chase self-improvement, success. Chase your work. There's so much you can do to level yourself up to attract the level of women you want, which is a high-value woman. And I get it. I've been there. I've been wrapped up in the world. I've been down that. I get it. But you don't have to stay there. That's like the whole premise of believing in Jesus, is his hand has been extended the whole time. You're just walking around with your head down. You know? You gotta look up. But sometimes we forget that because of where we live, the place that we live, the world that we live in, the society that we live in. But, you know, I say all of this because people bring me their problems because they understand that I have experience, you know, and they trust my judgment. And I'm just seeing guys running around starting trouble over girls, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? What are we doing? Rule of thumb for all you men out there, you young men, if you have to chase her, she doesn't want you. And I know I'm gonna get some backlash on that, but I mean, it's okay to be playful, don't get me wrong. But if you gotta stalk her and blow her phone up constantly and harass her, that's not chasing, that's harassment. Get your ass in the gym, go to church. I'm counting 13. Holy crap. That's the hardest. That one was the hardest. That's the toughest. 5-pound plates. Oh my God. I'm trying to hurry up with this workout so I can go get dinner for the family. I'm doing tricep pull downs back there. 3 sets, 12 reps. Supersetting with some dumbbell flies. Supersetting with Oh, I can't even think right now. Tricep extension, no, tricep school crushers. So it's 3 sets, 12 reps, all back to back to back superset. I'm just trying to hurry up and get through this as quick as possible so I can go get dinner. So I'm not gonna record that part, but that is what I'm doing. I'm about to go record the pump. It is freaky, chat. It's freaky.